still holds your fading light, like morning trapped inside the walls. Your coffee cup was where you left it, but no one answers when it calls. Dust keeps falling through the window, time keeps breathing without us. Every quiet corner whispers everything we couldn't touch. I searched your eyes for one more reason, one more word, one more goodbye. Instead we stood between forever and the silence we couldn't fight. There's a silence between two heartbeats, where every promise disappears, where love forgets the sound of breathing and hope dissolves into the tears. If I could live inside one moment, I'd stay before we came apart, because forever wasn't broken, it simply grew too quiet inside a heart. Clock remembers every second, even when I try to hide. Photographs still keep you smiling while I'm learning how to cry. Every sunset paints your shadow across the floor I used to know. I'm becoming someone different, someone you will never know. Maybe love was never loud, maybe endings never are. Sometimes two souls lose each other without forgetting who they are. There's a silence between two heartbeats, where every promise disappears, where love forgets the sound of breathing and hope dissolves into walking roads I'll never see. Tell the wind I kept believing you were still believing me. If another life exists beyond the weight of passing years, may we finally learn to speak before the silence hears. There's a silence between two heartbeats, still echoing inside my soul. Not every ending comes with anger. Some simply leave an empty home. Though your name has left my lips now, its echo lingers in the dark. Love didn't vanish in a moment. It faded softly, one heartbeat at a time. One last breath, then only silence and the space between. Two heartbeats. The mirror learned a stranger's face, while mine slowly disappeared. Every smile became a photograph of someone who was once here. The morning called my name in vain, but I stayed inside the night. I carried pieces of my soul that never seemed to fit just right. I walked through streets we used to know, listening for footsteps that were gone. Even the wind forgot our story, yet somehow kept singing your song. When my shadow stopped following me, I knew I'd lost more than your love. I lost the girl who dreamed in color. Now every sky is made of dust. I search the silence for my become yourself after learning how to be alone. The stars kept burning without asking who was left beneath their light. I counted every sleepless hour until darkness felt like daylight. Your name became a quiet prayer. I never dared to speak aloud. It floated somewhere between my breathing and the tears beneath the clouds. When my shadow stopped following me, I finally turned to look behind. There was nothing left to chase anymore, only pieces of my own life. So I gathered every broken dream, every promise left in the rain. I stitched my heart together slowly, scar by scar, through every pain. Now my shadow walks beside me, not because the hurt has gone, but because I found the courage to keep moving all alone. If you ever pass this road again, you'll find no anger in my eyes, only someone who survived the silence and learned to greet the sunrise. When my shadow stops following me, it wasn't the end of who I'd be. It was the moment I discovered the light was waiting inside me. I found your footprints in the morning dew, fading where the wildflowers grew. We planted dreams with careful hands, believing love could shape the land. Every promise was a tiny seed, every hope was all we'd ever need. We watered tomorrow with yesterday's skies, never seeing the storm in disguise. The seasons changed before we knew. Leaves fell where roses never grew. We held the rain instead of the sun, and somehow lost what we'd begun. Welcome to the garden where we never bloomed, where spring arrived too late each afternoon. We built forever from fragile leaves, but forever slipped away with the breeze. Every flower carried your name, every blossom waited just the same. Some stories fade before they're fully written. Some hearts break before they're ever given. This is the garden where we never bloomed. The empty bench still faces west, where evening painted us at rest. The ivy climbs the weathered stone, while every memory grows alone. Butterflies still cross the air, looking I whisper one last goodbye, then I'll walk beyond the garden gate, carrying hope into the next sunrise. First snow settled on the rooftops like quiet words we never said. The streets wore coats of silver silence while memories circled in my head. The fireplace still burns each evening, but it never warms this empty room. Your laughter used to chase the shadows, now winter flowers never bloom. Every window holds your reflection, every breeze repeats your name. The world keeps turning without asking, but nothing here feels quite the same. It's a winter without your voice, where every echo sounds too far away. The cold was never in the weather, it came the day you couldn't stay. Every snowfall hides a memory, every frozen sky reminds me why. Some nights the stars still spell your name before they disappear into the night. This is a winter without your voice. Your favorite scarf still hangs beside me, holding traces of forgotten days. The clock continues counting moments, but time can't melt this frozen haze. I leave the curtains slightly open, hoping dawn will change my mind. Yet every sunrise finds the silence waiting patiently inside. If love could travel through the seasons, would it find its way back home? Or does every lonely winter teach us how to stand alone? It's a winter without your voice, where every echo sounds too far away. The cold was never in the weather, it came the day you couldn't stay. Every snowfall hides a memory, every frozen sky reminds me why. Some nights the stars still spell your name before they disappear into the night. This is a winter without your voice. One day these frozen rivers will remember how to flow. One day these silent branches will learn to bloom below. I'll carry every lesson the falling snow has shown, that even in the deepest winter, hope can quietly grow. It's a winter without your voice, but I can hear my own again. The silence doesn't feel as heavy as it did back then. Every sunrise paints a promise, every morning softens the sky. I'll always love without your voice. Yet somewhere beneath the snow, a new spring is already waiting. The snow keeps falling, gentle and slow. Your voice became a memory, but my heart still remembers how to come home. The front door closed without a sound, yet somehow it shook the sky. You walked me on the fading streetlights. I watched until the night went blind. The coffee cooled beside the window. Two untouched cups became just one. The silence settled like a blanket long before the morning sun. I never asked the stars to keep you, I only wish they'd light your way. If love could live inside the darkness, it would know I stayed. The moon knows I stayed. When the whole world moved on, it counted every midnight. After your light was gone, it watched me whisper your name to an empty silver sky, while everyone said let go. The moon knew every reason why. It saw the tears I never showed, the hope I couldn't hide. The moon knows I stayed even after goodbye. The seasons change the color of the trees, but not the memories in my heart. Every autumn leaf kept falling like tiny pieces of the dark. I learned the language of the silence, the kind that only lonely souls can hear. Every echo sounded like tomorrow, yet tomorrow never brought you near. Maybe some loves aren't meant to last, maybe some never truly leave. Even when the hands are empty, the heart still finds a way to believe. The moon knows I stayed. When the whole world moved on, it counted every midnight. After your light was gone, it watched me whisper your name healing is learning to shine, even after losing someone who once felt like your entire sky. The moon knows I stayed, but it also saw me rise and watched the broken pieces slowly learn to recognize the strength that grew in silence, the courage born from peplum. They have left my doorstep, but it never left in vain. Now I smile beneath the moonlight, not because I love you less, but because I found tomorrow beyond the loneliness. The moon knows I stayed, and it knows why I finally walked away. If you ever look toward the night and wonder where my heart has been, ask the moon. It remembers every promise, every dream, every tear, and every step I took toward the light.